I did a thing the other day. Me and eBay. Been doing a lot of eBaying lately. And what's inside of this small Home Depot box cost me almost $900. So we're gonna dig into that and see what all's inside. Here in the office, there's the box open. I'll kind of zoom in on that. Should probably do a tour video, maybe? Most of you guys from the Fans of Power channel, youtube.com/Fans of Power podcast, recognize all this. You don't see that stuff as much over there. Computer over here, Ghostbuster stuff. But we're not here for this today. What we're here for is all of this stuff. Oh, it looks so good. So I'm gonna dig into this, get this laid out on the floor, and we'll see everything that I spent so much money on. I was gonna take everything out of all of these bags and sort of spread everything out, but truth be told, not everything that is here I'm gonna be displaying, because some of these are duplicates and some of this, as we'll get to here in a second, kind of things that aren't gonna make it into the collection. I've already got someone that I'm like, hey, would you want this? Yeah, I'm interested in that, and I'm gonna give it to them because they would benefit more from having that in their collection than I would in mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and bend down here. As you can see, this was the main reason that I bought this lot, for the Silverhawk stuff. So we got our heroes here, have our villains in this bag. And as many of you know, and if you're not totally aware, go eBay some Silverhawk stuff right now. It is not cheap. This is a very expensive line to get into, and I wanted to dive in. I started really getting into Silverhawks lately. And the only one that I owned for the longest time was Quicksilver. This is my childhood Quicksilver. And then Stargazer, I obtained, I want to say a year or so ago, from Manic Plastic. I saw it on the site, I'm like, yeah, I'll take that. So those have been the only two I've ever owned. I'm like, I need to get more of these guys. But right here we have these beautiful posters, which they are exactly the same, but if you flip it over, you get sort of like the checklist. These would be like the little things that would come with the figures. So I'm gonna keep one for myself and probably give the other one to Tyler because he would really like this a lot. The other part were 3 card backs here. Saw those and I'm like, well, we gotta have that. I don't really know how I would display them, but we have Windhammer, we have Quicksilvers, and then we have Hardware. So with these guys, we have quite a few of their accessories, but I do think a few are missing. And then in terms of completing the line, I think I'm still missing 2 or 3 characters, so it's not complete. There's still ways to go with that. More money to be spent. But this right here, pretty much a damn near complete RoboCop from Kenner line, which when it came to this, if you see this guy right here, I actually have one in a tote somewhere. I have a RoboCop. I have RoboCop's car, and I think the motorcycle that goes with this guy as well. But to have these guys, a little bit of a plus. I think that dude's leg's broken off there. I don't know if that is in the bag or not. Everything else seems to be in pretty good shape. Over here, there's some of the newer from the 2011, 2012. I can't remember when that Thundercats revival show came out, but we have some vintage in here. Some of these I do already own, but the ones I don't will go on display over here somewhere probably. Over here you might recognize that guy from Black Star, but we have some Sectars that are thrown in. I've never owned any Sectars, so I figure I'll take those guys and put them maybe over here with the Brave Star stuff. It's sort of my miscellaneous shelf. I'm not sure. Maybe Maybe the wrestlers might have to go to make some room for that. I'm gonna zoom in there. Shockmaster, Mongo, Vader, Zeus, Fabulous Ones, Great Muta, etc. So Papa Shango's falling over. He's trying to attack Jushin Thunder Liger. And then finally, I guess finally, because it sort of showed you all that stuff, we have here Captain Planet. Now, Captain Planet and the Planeteers are going, and I can't remember his name. They'll probably go with him too, but I might keep this Duke Nukem figure for myself. He's got a good look to him. I think he would fit pretty well on a shelf somewhere up here. But that's it. I'll probably tack on something at the end here once I get the Silverhawks worked into one of these shelves. I don't know what I'm gonna do, actually. Maybe the G.I. Joe Classifieds move to a different spot. Maybe I move the little bit of Transformers that I have. I don't know. I have some rearranging to do, but when I get that done, I'll show you my Silverhawks display. I'm definitely going to measure that and get a frame for it. I would hope that this 16 by 20 over here in the corner that I got a few weeks ago, mistakenly, because I wanted to frame that, which I need to readjust that, but these posters here from the Master Universe magazine, I was like, oh, those are 16 by, they're not 16 by 20. So measure that, figure that out. I'll come back to you with full display of Silverhawks. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Granted, I do have accessories for quite a few of these guys. Maybe I spread them out a little more, put the accessories with them to make it look a little more complete, but I kinda dig this the way it is. And yeah, I know, I put my childhood Quicksilver with this other Quicksilver, which is in way better shape than mine. So there would be two Quicksilvers here. And the only ones I'm missing are Molecular, Condor, and Moonstriker. So those are three that I need to get, and those are not very cheap to obtain either, so a little more money left to spend, but this is a beautiful shelf. I love the colors. Love how everything pops. I was a guy for the longest time that always used black shelves or brown shelves, like just the darker colored shelves, and when it comes to a lot of these things, and I'll kind of show you, like Ninja Turtles, I can come over here. This is probably the perfect example. Ghostbusters. These wouldn't pop as well, I wouldn't think, on a darker shelf. They just stand out more. So I started going with white shelves. I hated white shelving for the longest time. But, oh man, it's so nice. Unfortunately, G.I. Joe Classifieds have to temporarily hang out here on the floor until I figure out something else. I also measured these posters 18 by 18, so I'm not gonna use that frame in the corner. And I guess I'll end up just having to throw that into an 18 by 24 because I don't think they make 18 by 18 frames. I might be wrong. But I'll get that framed up and probably hang it right here. Maybe the Soundwave print gets moved over. Maybe I have to move my Kane Hodder autograph Jason Takes Manhattan poster. I'll figure something out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and share and subscribe and click the bell and do all the things that all the other YouTube people tell you to do on these channels. See you next time.